My name's Amy, I'm one of the woodwind teachers for Berkshire Maestros, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to put a reed on a saxophone mouthpiece. So your mouthpiece probably looks something like this. The first thing you need to do is remove your reed cap, which you won't be needing, and set that to one side. The next thing I'm going to do is pick up the crook of my saxophone, that's this part here, and I'm actually going to put these two bits together before I put the reed on. Sometimes I find if I put the reed on the mouthpiece on its own and then try and put them together, the reed can become dislodged. So to do this, I'm going to put my thumb on the lever here to stop it getting bent, and I'm just going to gently twist the mouthpiece onto the cork. And you can see I've got it about halfway on the cork with about 1 centimetre of cork showing, and the opening of the mouthpiece is pointing down to the floor. Next thing I'm going to do is just gently undo these screws a little bit, and all that means is that I can slide this ligature over the top of the mouthpiece. Don't undo the screws the whole way because they can be a real pain to get back in afterwards. Now I'm going to pick up my reed and just take a moment to have a look at your reed. You will notice that one side of it has got a sort of bump in it, and the other side, which might have writing on like mine, is totally flat. Before I can play my saxophone, my reed needs to be slightly damp, so I'm just going to moisten it by putting it in my mouth for a few seconds. Then it's the flat side of the reed I'm interested in. This needs to go against this flat side with the opening at the bottom of the mouthpiece. And you can see when you put those flat parts together, it's pretty much the same shape, so it should be quite obvious where it goes. Then I'm going to pick up my ligature, which I set aside earlier, and I'm going to really carefully put it over the top of the mouthpiece without chipping the reed. Now your mouthpiece is not a perfect cylinder, it's narrow at the top and wide at the bottom, so if you put your ligature on upside down, you'll find it gets stuck halfway. If this happens, you just need to pick it up, turn it over and try it the other way, with the wide end going on first. And I'm just going to bring it down just enough that it goes underneath the lip here, okay? And then I'm just going to wiggle my reed ever so slightly, checking that it's nice and straight, with an even gap at either side of the reed, and with the curve at the top of the reed joining up with the curve at the top of the mouthpiece, with just a hair's width amount of black showing above the reed. And once I'm happy with that, I'm just going to tighten the screws ever so slightly. Don't over tighten the screws or you might damage your reed. And then we are ready to go. I hope this video has helped you to put your reed on your saxophone mouthpiece. For more useful videos, including how to assemble the rest of the saxophone, please head over to the Berkshire Maestros YouTube channel.